Hi, and thanks for joining me. It's Lucy at Life by Lucy. Just for a weekly check-in, it is week 2 since I started this. It is into 2021 now. The last week has had the end of Christmas, Boxing Day, and New Year's occur in it. I did pretty good, I have to say. I've just gotten back from the gym, which is why I look like crap. I think in most of these videos, I'm just going to look like crap. I don't really bother getting ready for them or anything. I went to the gym just before. I did an hour on the elliptical and did some free weights, and then when I got home and my dog was just looking at me with his big pleading eyes, and I felt really guilty, so I just grabbed him, chucked him in the car, and I went for a 2-hour walk with him through a lovely little park down the road, which that was part of my self-care plan anyway, to spend some time on myself and reconnect with nature. So I banged out a couple of those. I'm listening to a podcast, so I've been listening to Rolly and Gag of the Millennials. If you haven't heard of it, I'd go and check those out. He's just so gay and so funny, and I just adore them. Lux and Rolly, two YouTubers. I always have something on, and this week has been quite challenging. I think the holidays are challenging for a lot of people. Been a little bit isolated this year. There's no family or friends around. Been a bit difficult personally, and not having anybody around to reach out to easily, and everything being over the phone, it's a bit hard, which that's been a lot of 2020. Hasn't been a great deal of contact with people, and I guess it's all just kind of caught up with me. Personally, my feeling for 2021 is it's just 2020 with experience at this point. There's been no magic flick of the switch to make it a better year, and I don't think that's necessarily what's going to happen at all. But all you can do is prepare for the worst and hope for the best, which is the path that I'm taking. Over the New Year's, I planned on being really indulgent and going a bit silly with food and drink, and I wanted to get really festive, and it just didn't really happen. I had 4 drinks over New Year's Eve. New Year's Day and New Year's Eve. I had 4 drinks, which is a lot when you don't drink anymore, I guess. And then I got really bored with it by about 7 o'clock. I was just like, ugh, not doing anything. It's just sweet and cloying, and I don't actually really drink sweet things. Just got really cloying and kind of gross. And then I tried had an Earl Grey gin with some tonic water, which was really nice. And then I was done for the evening. I was like, oh yeah, this is cool. And then midnight came, and cool. Ta-da! Didn't go out, didn't plan on going out, didn't have any friends to hang around with, so a little bit sad. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that can relate to it, that are in worse situations where they couldn't go out because they were in lockdown. So I count my blessings on that. This week's just been a bit emotionally hard, and I'm quite proud of the fact that I've gone to the gym 5 days out of 7. I haven't shortened any sessions. They've all been minimum of an hour and a half. The longest being I did a massive 2 hours on the elliptical on, I think, Wednesday. Yeah, I was a bit worried about my calorie count for the week. So Wednesday, I think it was. Might have been Wednesday, might have been Tuesday. Let's have a look. Yeah, Wednesday last week went really hard on the elliptical. I went 2 hours on the elliptical and slammed out quite a few calories. I think there was 1,700 calories or something. I wasn't having a great day, so it also helped with that. So I went hard then, and then I didn't go on Thursday and Friday. Wednesday I also did a bunch of weights, and I did free weights, and I went kind of hard with those as well. I didn't record that. I should have, but I didn't. So yeah, then Thursday and Friday, New Year's Day, I didn't go to the gym. I did, however, take the dog for a walk on both those days, and it was quite a long walk, an hour each time. So, got some exercise in. And then this week, yesterday, I went to the gym, the usual hour and a half, elliptical, rowing machine, free weights, and I think the pecs and the back machine. Today, I've never seen so many people in the gym. I've literally never seen it. It must be all the New Year's resolutioners turning up to do their gym membership for the month before they never turn up again, I'm guessing. There were heaps, and it was a bit crowded, and I don't like it when it gets crowded. It's not a very big gym. I can go to any of the other ones, but none of them are very big, and that one's the nicest one, so I prefer to go there. Yeah, it's not great when it's crowded and there's a heap of people trying to do exercises, and I'm a big person, as in physically I take up a lot of space. I'm very tall, very broad, very big. So yeah, I did some weights, found a corner, do some of the stretching band, which was kind of fun. I can see that at some point I'm going to do some massive damage to myself with that. I'm quite proud of the fact that I stuck with the gym and I stuck with the exercise. I hit my steps goal every day, which that's really cool. It's 10 to 12,000 steps a day, so I've done a minimum of 10,000 every day. on top of the gym. Emotionally, it's not been a great week. It's been really stressful. I lost a shitload of schoolwork, which I really wasn't happy about. Windows updated on me, did it automatically, and the format that I work with, the school stuff, it's all PDF that you type into, and I had a heap of them up that I thought I'd saved, but obviously I hadn't, or something went wrong during the update. So I lost like 4 units of a course that I'd finished apart from submitting them. That was very frustrating. And there's just been a whole bunch of personal stuff going on that's not really worth going into. And feeling very socially isolated. As a 40-year-old male, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that can understand it. I don't have a great deal of friends. As you get older, you just kind of don't. And I've moved a fair bit in the last few years, so I've left behind a lot of people that I could consider friends, and they're in different places and they've got their own lives and they're busy, and like, you know, reaching out online and Facebook and connecting with people is fine, but it's very good to have people around you, and I don't really have anybody around at this point. So I'd like to at some point catch up with some friends in real life. That'd be really nice. But if I can't, then it'd be really great to do something social where I actually get to meet some. So I'm going to try and arrange for that over the coming couple of weeks, except for the fact that I'm not sure if I'll be able to stick to that goal because I've got a lot coming up. Like, I've got to catch up with all that schoolwork, and I've got a lot of agood.chat stuff to get done for the launch in February, March. Yeah, that's quite a big project. I do all of the work on that on my own, like all of the web stuff. I got a few guest writers for blogs, but that's about it. All the rest of it I do myself. I do all my own video editing, as you can tell, because of there is none. Hasn't been a great week, but it's been progressive. And I lost 1 kilo on last week, so I'm really happy with that. Currently I'm fasting. I'm at 46 hours, 3 minutes and 27 seconds for this last fast. I'm not even hungry after going to the gym. I thought I would be, but I'm not. I'm fine. So I might not break that tonight. I might just let it go. Weight has gone from 143.7 to 142.5 in 7 days. That is a variation that I normally wouldn't count, but this week I need it, so I'm taking it. It's 1 kilo, but it's 1 kilo that's 1 kilo less, and it's probably one that I will put back on the moment I have a meal. Meal-wise, I didn't do great with the food. I did okay with the calories on New Year's and New Year's Day, but they weren't good calories. I didn't go over 12,000 on either of those days, which is still within my budget, but they weren't good calories. They were crap. It was, alcohol took up 3/4 of my calorie count. Cake and cheese took up the rest, and crackers. Yeah, a few years ago, put a cheese platter in front of me, I would have inhaled it. Would have just not lasted it, 10 minutes. I couldn't get through even the small one this year. I ate all the fruit around it, which was like, I love fruit, but I love cheese, and it was quite odd to note to myself that like my eating habits have changed, even if I don't always realise it. So it's going in a good direction. The next day I had some cake for lunch just out of a bad mood. I was emotionally eating, and I caught myself doing that. So when dinner rolled around, I was just like, oh no, I'm doing a salad. I really craved having something fresh and good. I'd eaten cake and cheese and crap and alcohol, sugary stuff, and I was feeling bleh, and my gut was all over the place. It's still kind of recovering from it, to be honest. I had a salad, and then I decided to fast the next day, and then I broke the fast. I timed it and then broke that fast, and I think it was only like a 13-14 hour fast. Yeah, I haven't done. So what have I done this week? Over the last week, from 24th of December to today, there's only been one day where I didn't do a full fast. It was just a 12-hour fast, and that was the 24th and the 27th of December. And then on the 29th, I did a 41-hour fast on December 29 through, and then I've done just short fasts since, and then obviously today's, or the last 2 days. So mostly it was short fasts. That's really cool. I'm glad that I've stuck to those. It's becoming habitual because I've been doing them for a year now. They're becoming very habitual. I don't feel right if I don't set my timer and stop eating at a certain time of the day. I feel sick and I feel gross the next day, and I don't beat myself up over it, but I just am like, okay, I'm going to set a timer and I'm not going to eat for a while. My gut's only just coming right from abusing it with so much sugar. So this week I joined a bunch of the challenges on Zero. The Zero app has a whole bunch of challenges there. I'm going to try and stick to my healthcare plan for next week, my mental healthcare plan, and get a bit of time out and some activities happening. I have a block of land that I'm going to be building on soon, so I want to go down and do some maintenance on that and use that as my outdoor alone time. I'll take Timmy with me, my dog, and we will go down and maybe mow that, and I'll plan out some of the stuff. I'm going to build a dome house on that, so I'm probably going to bring you along on that journey if you're watching. Yeah, so that might be fun. It's a bit of exercise too, and getting some skills down pat, so yay. So yeah, it's been a bit of a downer one, and I'm sorry about that. Not a great start to a video series for the second video in, but that's life, isn't it? It's not always roses and uppity, and maybe I'll have a bit more energy next time, maybe not film straight after 4 hours of exercising or whatever the bloody hell it's been today. I'm dying for a cup of tea. A little bit dehydrated, I've been drinking, but I sweat like a pig when I'm there. Oh God, I sweat. And even now I've started to sweat a little bit, so I'm gonna have to go have a shower and have a cup of tea and drink a bottle of water. Thanks for joining me. Subscribe if you like it, don't give a shit. This is for me, so thank you for being here and thank you for following me on the journey. I don't give a shit what you do, but I hope it inspired you a little bit, and I hope you have a great day and a great week, and I will catch you next week if you choose to join me. If not, peace out. Love you guys. See you soon.